More conversations.
Betrayal. Machines. His passion
What?
for such things defies me.
Freya? What'd you do? Freya, what'd you do? Where's T3? T3, there you go. What'd she mean by betrayal, though? Is it because I'm... No, I don't... What was that, Karaeous? She mentioned 3 Sith Lords. And we only know 2 of them currently. Sion, the one in pain, and Kabuki Mask, the one who hungers. You talked about the one who betrayed, the betrayer. I'm getting a weird sense that she's the one who's the betrayer, but that seems like a weird story beat. I do not know. I also want to see something. Every time I've come back in, there's been a new cutscene. If I'm just by myself... and then I go back in. If you can redo that dialogue with Karaeous, I suggest it so you can ask about the 3rd Sith. I tried, I didn't have the option to. Which was weird, because it's like I asked about one, I asked about the second one. It led into a different text string that I'd already talked about with her. And then when I went back to it, I couldn't...
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Yes, and I need some answers.
Then ask, and I will do my best to answer.
Oh, do you know what happened to T3?
Betrayal, and by a machine that I will not abide. Machines. Always did Revan use them to inflict his will on the galaxy, whether in war or in assassination. His passion for such tools, for things dead to the Force, defies me. He would have loved a human droid such as you, dead to the Force, a shell that would carry out his orders. It is no matter. It is a device, and now it is broken.
She broke T3, but he was rolling about.
Yes?
I'm confused. Did you know Revan, although I think we've already asked her this?
I misspoke before, and I...
Influence failure, that's right.
asked.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Where was the question about the people who hunts us? I'll need to figure that out, but... Okay, she zapped T3. Was that just a... Yeah, I don't like her very much after that. Hey, buddy. Are you able to work? You look like you needs some routine maintenance. Let's try. Influence success. Good, let me tackle the main chassis first. Probably not gonna work. Yep. That stutter is new. Did I do that? We'll try again later. Okay, but how is Karaeous saying a droid is a betrayer? That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense. Also, I don't like that she zapped T3. Be nice to my droids. Okay. Hey, handmaiden.
Why are you here?
What's wrong?
If you have come to ask me questions, try to find out more of Atris or the Academy, then I have nothing to say to you. I see where your loyalty lies, and if you stand with her, then you cannot stand with me. She is of the Sith. She has faced battle and been found wanting.
Oh, Vsauce. She is of no concern of yours.
Why is it you trust her and not I? I would follow you wherever you led. I believe in what you seek. Yet you listen to her counsel. She who would lead you to the Sith Lords themselves. She who would sacrifice you to darkness.
But I barely spoke with Vsauce once. Yes?
So it looks triggered the handmaiden as being annoying. I did this too in a nice Sith Lord because did you talk to Vsauce like a lot when you...
I talked to her a good amount, but I don't think I exhausted her text options.
You ticked off him. I hate this part because I don't know. Maybe Boeing will.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think the betrayal was showing you the message about Revan or revealing where the hawk came from. Interesting if that's the case. Okay, I need to look at some of these options here. So far, I don't trust Vsauce more than Handmaiden, so I'm good with this option. I do not trust her more than you. You must believe me.
I do not believe you. Every action you have taken with her runs counter to your words. This is the end between us. I will aid you against the enemies we face, but when it is settled, you shall not see me again.
Influence lost. Wow. Handmaiden and Vsauce. Ouch! Let's reload that. Probably not going to do any good. Because all I did with Vsauce was get to know her a little bit better through some of her text options when I first met her. Beyond that, I didn't do much other than just that. Because, where is she? She's a level 16. You're a level 20. So I've used Handmaiden more than Vsauce. Yes.
How much have you?
A good amount. I pretty much talked to her as much as I could last time. She looks more like her father or something like that, if I recall correctly.
Okay. I don't know how much actually.
Maybe not enough, I don't know.
The only thought this, yeah, it happened. Because once you, my only recommendation is when you, there's a possibility on the next hit you can gain and talk to her.
So don't talk to her until I gain a bit more influence with her.
Even just one per. Do not get.
Weird. So the game basically makes you choose between one or the other fairly early, it seems like.
You know, I don't know. This brother played.
Uh-huh.
And of course.
So I was going to talk to everybody, but I'm leaving her alone.
Yeah. They might have played it for. I don't remember getting that. I don't know if the board con.
No idea.
Like it.
Uh-huh. I can talk to Mira, though. She's new. I'm gonna reload, or load, no, quick save here. Oh, ouch. Hey, Mira.
Oh, hey. Can I ask you something?
Something wrong?
Your face. You have this glow. I mean, not a real glow, but it's like you're calm. At peace, but it's more than that. You haven't been chewing on spice, have you?
When one is in touch with the Force, others can feel it.
Oh, well, it shows. It's like you're hooked up to a power coupling. It's weird. I mean, not bad weird, it's just weird. For a minute there, I thought you and Visas, but it's just the Force.
Me and Vsauce, what?
You know, hooked up a power coupling. You know?
No. What are you talking about?
Did you get out much as a Jedi? I was asking if you two had been, you know, intimate.
We don't have that kind of relationship?
Got it. Just checking.
Can I get some grenades from you?
Grenades? I didn't think Jedi used grenades.
When you're fighting for your life, you use what's at hand.
Well, I don't like to use them unless they're C5 concussion spheres or the Merson cryoband pellets. Sonic screamers aren't too bad either, just don't use them on a Bith.
Just don't use them on a Bith? Why not?
It makes their head explode like a melon. And don't do it to a Celestine either. Makes their ears bleed and they gibber twice as fast.
I'll keep that in mind. Can I get some from you?
All right. Keep your robes on. Here you go.
Wow. Concussion grenade. Well, that was a conversation. Hi Jay, Mira and a lot of the crew in this game are so good. The NPC companions in this game definitely have a lot more personality to them. The interplay between them is kind of interesting though, like with Handmaiden and Vsauce right now, which I'm just figuring out. For my first ever conversation with Mira, I wasn't expecting that. We'll see what happens with Goto when I say hi to him. Hey, Mira.
Yeah, something wrong?
Nothing wrong with you. There were some questions I wanted to ask.
Go ahead and ask.
You seem restless.
It's all this traveling, being trapped in the ship. Everything's just too quiet.
Too quiet?
I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity, some life.
Like Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been off planet. Guess I got used to it.
Used to Nar Shaddaa? How is that possible?
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity. Aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive.
Karaeous showed me how to listen to Nar Shaddaa once. How all the life there is connected, is bound to one another.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it.
Spoken like a true scoundrel. Maybe one day I'll show you.
No thanks. You can keep your Jedi training to yourself. I already know Nar Shaddaa better than you ever will.
Influence failure. Oh, and she mentioned something about seeing a glow around me, which is almost the exact same thing Atton said earlier, and Atton is force sensitive as well. Is Mira also force sensitive?
Shoot.
Oh. Were you raised on Nar Shaddaa?
Look, before we get into a game of Guess the Pazak
Another
card, pull back on
failure.
the throttle. I don't know you that well to start sharing our life stories. Alright.
Interesting. So if I say never mind, influence gained. Okay, so let's save here and maybe I can get a little farther with her. Mike Carter. I have played this game 20 times even though it's old and it's still good. Well, this is my first ever time playing through it, so if I'm playing a little slow and talking to everybody, that is why. I'm literally playing it for my first time ever. That's cool you've played it 20 times. My wife has played it a whole lot, so she's been enjoying my playthrough of it and watching it as well. Had some questions for you. Now can I ask you about anything? Tell me a little about Hunhar?
Hunhar's only a bounty hunter because that's the closest word for what he does. He's not out for credits. It's more vicious than that, and it runs a lot deeper. It's like he's out to make the whole galaxy suffer. Every living thing in it. He wants to break them, ruin them. And when they can't suffer anymore, he wants them dead.
What happened between you and Hanhar?
I didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever.
What do you mean?
That's a long story. I don't want to get into it.
Influence
Maybe some other
failure. I was hoping we could talk.
Talk.
Just wanted to get to know you a little better, is all.
Why, you trying to be my father? No thanks. Already had one. Somewhere.
Come on, it can't be that bad. Give me a chance.
Are you sure you're a Jedi? That exile of yours must have gone on longer than I thought. Look, you're way too old for me. Even if I were interested, you couldn't handle me anyway. I mean, you're really good in a fight, and you've got those intense eyes. And it's obvious you take care of your body, but I really don't have the luxury of getting attached to you. Besides, you already
I'm not
have your
asking
little
for that,
entourage.
girl. I'm just
I don't want to be a part of the pack.
trying to know my
You know?
companions a bit better. Never mind.
Yeah, something wrong.
Questions?
Shoot.
Why don't you kill your targets?
I've killed people before, but not if I don't have to.
Oh, an awareness option. Because all life is connected and Malachor proved it. You know what the loss of family means, even to your targets.
Oh, do I? Is that it? How you could ever possibly hope to understand is beyond me. Jedi don't have
Sensitive
family.
spot!
I know what happened at Malachor 5, and I know the Jedi didn't care about life there.
We did what had to be done, and I carry that decision still.
Get away from me. The next time you come and ask me a question, I swear I'll shoot you in the head and dump you out the airlock.
Wow! And I still gained light side points? How? Touchy, touchy, touchy. Sensitive at all? Alright, Goto.
Yes. Is there something you have come to offer me?
Offer you? Considering I saved you, you could be a little more grateful.
The fact we are even having a conversation is gratitude. Usually, my conversations do not have the give and take that our current interaction does. And of course, there is much more screaming on the part of the listener when the torture field is activated.
Well, that was cheery. Had some questions.
I am willing to indulge some of your questions.
You wanted me to save the Republic. How is that possible?
There are several factors, all of which affect each other. There is the stabilization of Dantooine, the preservation of the restoration efforts on Telos, the political resolution on Onderon, and the unification of a religious power base in the galaxy, either Jedi or Sith.
Gotcha! Is there anything you can do to help those systems and their people, either with information or resources?
The destruction of my yacht and of all my activities on Nar Shaddaa carry a cost that would take you several lifetimes to pay back. But perhaps the offer of credits will spur you to act quicker, more decisively. I am not unsympathetic to such greed. For every system you stabilize, I will reward you for your efforts.
Wow. We can get money from stabilizing stuff, apparently. Okay, what would be a good answer, though? Ooh. I mean, I could always use the money to get stuff later on. If you have the credits, then that's all I need to hear.
See that you do not disappoint me.
Oh, I'm not here to disappoint you. So what needs to be stabilized?
There is the stabilization of Dantooine, the preservation of the restoration efforts on Telos, the political resolution on Onderon, and the unification of a religious power base in the galaxy, either Jedi or Sith.
And we've done 3 of those 5 things. Okay, I had other questions.
You may speak.
I may speak? You're on my ship, buddy. Oh, I resolved the situation on Dantooine and expect my reward.
You have done well, and the stability you have caused shall be rewarded. I have arranged a transfer of funds from certain interests within the Republic to you.
Okay. Had other questions.
I am willing to
So... do you know anything about the HK droids sent after me?
The assassin droids. I have encountered some, purchased the service of others.
Why are they hunting me?
Why, I asked them to. To be honest, I believe that was always their intention, but it seems their directive was dormant for some time.
Do you know where they are coming from?
If you mean produced, no, I do not. I do know that there are a surprising number scattered throughout the Republic fleet searching for you. What they will do now that you are found is easy to predict.
Yeah, come after me. There's the option. You mean they're going to come after me?
Of
Duh.
course they are. They're droids with very specific protocols that, unless changed, will dictate their movements. Unless you shut them down at the source, they will be stalking you until you are captured or terminated. Why don't you ask their predecessor? That archaic, memory-impaired assassination droid will know more about his subsequent generations than I would.
What are they doing in the Republic fleet?
They are masquerading as protocol droids. I have discovered that when they are used in negotiations, they have a predictable pattern of sabotaging whatever peace treaties they are involved with.
Why doesn't the Republic know?
Because the Republic has no reason to investigate otherwise, and any discovery of their true purpose has been concealed by well-timed accidents.
Oh boy, why haven't you acted on this information?
Because their behavior is predictable, of course. By monitoring their presence, I know which worlds will suffer civil wars, planetary conflicts, and Republic bombardment.
Are they going to keep coming after me?
Of course they are. Unless you shut them down at the source, they will be stalking you until you are captured or terminated. Why don't you ask their predecessor?
Gotcha. And other questions? So... on the yacht you mentioned Revan, but Revan sought to destroy the Republic.
A common misconception not supported by facts. Revan did not intend to destroy the Republic. He deliberately left the infrastructure of many planets intact, and many military production facilities.
But why? Revan had limitless forces.
I believe that by whatever means he used to build his armada, he recognized that it was somehow a limited source, or that he was only willing to use it to a point. My prediction is that whatever production facility was being employed, it carried a price that Revan perceived as detrimental to the goals of the Sith. And that is why Revan left many military production facilities in the Republic intact.
Okay. But why? Revan wouldn't need to conquer anything else once the Republic was beaten.
That is what occupies my calculations as well. I believe that Revan saw a war on another front that we did not, or saw the value in keeping a strong military force.
Makes sense. Do you know where Revan got his forces?
That is also a mystery to me. I do not have any evidence upon which to build an answer. It is significant that after the defeat of Malak, the forces decreased considerably, and after Revan's departure from known space, production ceased completely. It is my prediction that whatever was producing such forces needed a strong, effective leader to ensure its stability. Without Revan or Malak, there was no such figure left among the Sith.
Then we know Malak died. Oh, what about Malak?
Unlike Revan, Malak demonstrated no concern for the future of the Republic in his attacks. His stratagems were painfully obvious, intending to crush all resistance everywhere. There was little thought beyond the complete destruction of anything that opposed him. He left quite a mess. I'm still trying to assess all the damage. Between the two, I would have preferred Revan rule the galaxy. He had foresight in his conquest, a subtlety that Malak did not possess.
Yep. All right. Oh, dark side points. How many? Oh, that was a chunk. From what? From gaining credits? Probably. Okay. Mike Carter, talk to Mira again. Any reason why? Because it's late.
What do you want now?
Oh. Okay, an apology, huh? Wanted to apologize?
Whatever, don't worry about it. It's just a sore subject with me.
Yeah. Oh, she lost her family at Malachor, possibly. Still, I'm sorry you lost your family at Malachor.
Yeah, well, they're dead. That's how that story ends. But not everybody's story has to end with losing their family or their loved ones. And not all the bounty hunting I do is for criminals or killers.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of lost people out there, scattered ever since the Mandalorian Wars. And sometimes it's like you can almost hear them, like an echo, calling out for each other. And maybe, just maybe by finding them, I can start putting the galaxy back together.
Well, that's an interesting thing to say. All things are connected through the Force. From such acts of kindness, great things may come.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. But you're not getting anything else out of me.
Fair enough. Had some questions.
All right.
And then, thank you. There we go. Light side points back. Almost all the way, and some influence gained with Mira. Alright, there we go. So... yeah. There we go. Perfect! Alrighty, number 2 Sith Lord that we still don't know the name of. But we know you're known as the Hungerer or something like that. So we had Scion, who was the one in pain. You're the one who hungers. And then we had a third one who is a betrayer of some kind, who we have no idea who they are.